So it only seems like a couple of weeks ago we're sitting here and thinking it's bear market time, crypto's going down and that's it, right? But only a couple of weeks later, we start seeing movements, Bitcoin's going crazy for a couple of weeks, Ethereum's running, and all of a sudden altcoins are moving over 40 to 50% in just a matter of days. So what does this all mean? Well, I'm gonna try and break it down in this video as to what I'm doing, what I'm preparing for, and how I see the market. So if you're interested, keep watching. Hey guys, my name's Ravi Sharma and welcome back to Personal Finance with Ravi Sharma. If you're new here, we talk about real estate, cryptocurrency, financial freedom. So smash that like button and destroy that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with when I drop these videos on YouTube, because we need to share these videos out to more people. Now, as of recording this, the market has completely turned in terms of the sentiment across people wanting to invest, but also passing some real key milestones, passing through resistance points that we thought were going to be completely impossible, but now we've actually passed through them. So what are we actually seeing here? Because some guys are coming out and saying, well, this is just a dead cat bounce, which is, for those who don't understand, is like going down, back up, and then completely capitulating again. So it's almost like that false hope, the fake out before we actually go into a bear market. Then there's others that are going, well, no, we're not even gonna correct. We're going straight up, and based on what we've seen so far, it's seeming to prove quite accurate, but they're suggesting that we're gonna completely go up. We're past 2 trillion market cap for all of cryptocurrency now, and we're just gonna go straight up. Bitcoin's gonna hit like 100,000, some are going 150, and I've even heard in relation to the stock to flow model where they're saying the prediction is the top of this cycle is $288,000. Now, I'm not even talking about Australian dollars, so just put that into perspective when you've got your own portfolio. Now, where do I sit with it? Well, let's just go through a few things that are very interesting with what's happening in the crypto space, and then we're able to draw a bit of a conclusion. Now, it doesn't matter what's happening in crypto with prices over the next couple of months. What we're trying to look at is the macro view, the long-term view of what crypto actually means. Now, there is so much happening on the blockchain with decentralized finance, the projects being built, play to earn games, NFTs. So there's so much to unpack. But what I want to do is, with all my videos around crypto, is we want to have just a real human conversation about what's happening at a high level, and you can use these videos to then prompt you in the right direction for what interests you to learn more. Now, as always, none of it's financial advice. I think you guys need to start researching about cryptocurrency, educate yourself, do the research and put in the time. If we could live and go back during a time where basically the internet was about to be born, imagine being able to be in conversations or at least learning about how we can do search engine optimization, or how do we do social media marketing before social media even existed. So this is something that we are very, we should be very grateful for living through, because this will change the way that we operate as a country, as a society, and worldwide, how we transact with each other. If you are looking to get started and this seems all very new and you're like,
okay, this is the video I'm gonna watch, this is how I'm gonna get started.
Well, you know what? There's a cryptocurrency playlist I have on this channel, which basically walks you through how to get started, how to connect your wallet, how to connect your bank account, and how to do it safely. That's the key here, is security is such a big issue when it comes to cryptocurrency. So there's a link in the description below, which actually gets you free $10 Bitcoin, but it also helps support the channel. So definitely go check it out, as well as those videos about step-to-step guide how to get started. So let's just break down what's happened. We've gone from what looked like completely capitulating from like the 30K USD mark. We sort of went down as a bit of a fake out into like the 28, 29K USD mark as well. And I happen to just have some orders filled, so I'm pretty happy now in hindsight, but I did buy up some Bitcoin at that point. The thing is, we've now seen Bitcoin hit prices above $40,000. Cryptos across the board are now seeing green. All of a sudden happened so quickly. You could literally be busy with your day job, a month passes by and you're like, well, when did that happen? And now it's happening. So what do we do preparing for the next leg of this? Because we still have the potential scenario of us going up with healthy corrections, or we go down again and this was completely a fake out. We go back to the bear market and we spend some time there. I've got some videos on this channel already discussing my views around why I don't think that's gonna happen, why I think we're probably gonna just move in this sort of consolidating move for another couple of months, but there is the possibility that we just shoot up completely with some good news. That is seeming to be the play right now. But while things have been quiet, I've obviously been educating myself, and something that I did mention briefly in a previous video was around NFTs, so non-fungible tokens. For everyone that doesn't know what this is, it's pretty much like looking at people spending ridiculous amounts of Ethereum and buying up these JPEGs, just these images of, apes or penguins or whatever else. And the thing is, to a lot of people, this looks like a Ponzi scheme, this looks like a bubble, just like we were viewing crypto. Now, within crypto, there's people throwing so much money at these NFT collectibles. Now, for me, obviously, I have a background in collectibles. I love that stuff. I understand scarcity. And that's probably why I'm pretty good with real estate, looking at the macro, looking at supply and demand, and just pattern recognition. So it's the same sort of set of skills I brought across into, say, something like NFTs and go, well, are we really in a bubble? What's actually happening? And let's look at trading volume. To give you an idea, OpenSea, which is basically like the NFT version of, eBay, on the Ethereum network. And so when we see the trading volume that's coming through there, it just exponentially higher and higher and higher. But what's crazy is that we only have about 20,000 active wallets. When you compare that to how many people are actually in crypto, it's gonna blow your mind. And when you then take it a step further and you see how many people are collecting cards, collecting figurines, then it's gonna add even more people, more eyes into crypto itself. So for me, it's not about just going and picking the right companies or the right projects. I like getting my hands dirty. So I've gone out and invested in some NFTs as well, some projects that I've really been researching, put some money in, and that's how I like to learn. Now, I know for a lot of people, that's scary because they could lose that money. Well, you know what? NFTs are pretty speculative because it's so new. So this is how I approach it, is I don't want to put money in that I'm later going to regret going, oh, I needed that money for my rent. It's just money that I have on the side that I can go, you know what? I'm ready to put an allocation of my portfolio into something speculative. The thing is, the reward that you could have as an upside for these things is just phenomenal, right? So for me, it's worthwhile having some money in there just in case it does do that. So what's the difference between gambling and a speculative investment? Well, I think it comes down to research and your own personal strategy. If you are going out there and putting 100% of your portfolio hoping that you pick the next right ape or the next monkey or whatever it is, if you go and do that, well then you don't really have a strategy, and that is as good as you buying a lottery ticket. It's complete gambling. But if you have a bit of a plan, you understand why you are purchasing something and you're researching it, it goes beyond just buying an image that you could turn your Twitter portfolio into a different image. It goes down into the real life utility. The utility value is different to what you and I think it is. It goes far beyond just going, well, we get some portion of, being a community and being in the Discord community. It's more than that. So what I want you to walk away from after watching this video is really that whatever we see on the surface value may not be it. Like, there's a story behind it. There's games now that you can play, so it's called play to earn. You can earn NFTs, you can earn tokens on that game. And some people around the world are making quite a bit of money from playing games versus actually having to go to a job. So I think it's changing drastically. And that's why I keep saying to you guys is this place is unique. This place is changing, and it's changing very quickly. Yes, the price movement up is great because we see green candles, our portfolio looks great, but it also means that we're not also accumulating at those prices anymore. We might be never seeing those prices again. So it depends on your strategy and how you want to play it. For me personally, I just like dollar cost averaging. I've got a video on this channel about how to dollar cost average using Coinspot. And then if you want exposure to NFTs, but don't really have the time to research different projects and things like that, then you can also just buy a bundle, gaming, NFTs, and you can do that on Coinspot as well. So that's why I like approaching it from both aspects. I like getting my hands dirty, collecting some particular projects that I've researched about, but also at the same time, I like to go after, the shovels and the wheelbarrows in a gold rush. And that might be investing in the companies that, are basically the platform for where these NFTs live. Now, of course, there are more NFTs launching every single day, but when you've got people like Gary Vee talking about it, it's probably wise to pay attention. That's how I've approached my investing over, the last 6 to 12 months when it comes to alternative assets. And it's, played out quite well. So again, you've got to find what's interesting to you. But if you're new to this, don't get overwhelmed by so much happening in this space. We are so early, and I don't think NFTs are in a bubble. I don't think crypto is in a bubble, and I don't think we've reached the top of this cycle either. I'm sort of thinking that we reached the crypto cycle top probably in around Q1 or Q2 of 2022. I could be completely wrong. If anyone actually knows when it's going to happen, they're just pretty much guessing like everyone else. We can look at the data, we can look at at the on-chain analytics, but at the end of the day, the market does not care about our emotions. They don't even care about our logic half the time. So all we can do is prepare for both scenarios, keep adapting our plans. And for me, I like what's happening in the space. I'm going to continue investing there, and there's a play there. The fact that you're listening all the way here, I like to leave a little nugget there for you. And that is essentially, how do we use the crypto cycle right now to then use the velocity of money concept, build our wealth, and then bring that across to real estate, because we know what's happening in real estate. I know we tried to focus here on crypto, but real estate prices, land prices are absolutely going to go crazy over the next couple of years, as I've been saying for the last couple of years, right? Ever since I got onto YouTube. And that's not because I'm a buyer's agent, but because I can see simple maths, right? It's very logical to see supply and demand equations play out. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want some more daily updates, then definitely join me in the Patreon community. There's a link in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks guys.